All right, it's been a little bit. It's almost 3 months, I think. The game is on sale now, also, and I'm going to show you the War Mech character that has new animation and mechanics. The third-person camera system with aiming and user interface changes, and the way that it always angles the view now. Instead of being directly behind the character. I'll try to show you all those three things at once. See if we can do that. This is what it's designed for the mechs and the helicopters, so that the helicopters or the mechs are pickups to add to the main game, which is first-person shooting with the bots. You are supposed to be the bots, but I will put it on mechs only for now. You know, I got hells only, mechs only, just so people can experiment with it and all that. So let's put it on third person camera mode test number 4. Excuse me. Okay, so this will also give you a look at the mech. And yes, the mechs have butt cracks. Whoops. Okay, there we go. They've got butt cracks. As you can see, they move by walking. And their heads are independent from their legs, so they can turn around while their legs stay still, unless they jump. Or they can spin. Their heads keep moving while their body stays the same. Anyway, this is just in third person mode so that you can see. So yeah, that's pretty much the movement, what we got. A little janky here and there, but you know, that will get better whenever I get back to it. So anyway, the third person aiming now. So what I've done is, you get the rings when you aim. So if you notice, the camera always stays off to the side, wherever, unless they move a little too fast and it kind of zips to the right side. Now it's on the right side following. If they move to the left, boom, zips to the left, so that when you go to aim, it automatically is off to the side, so you can get your perspective shots in that way. So also, if you'll notice, let me go to this guy's view. If you notice, the arms are kind of adjusting as it goes. So they're always moving, sort of like the average positioning. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with my phone. This is why I usually have it completely silent. But if you right click to aim, it automatically zaps to the center or wherever it's aiming faster. So this is more for like if you're running, it'll automatically you know, aim. You can see they're aiming because they've got 2 sources of bullets. But if they need to, they can automatically snap by aiming, and then you've got precise control over the center. Oh, so let me go back to this. Okay, so before you'd aim, you'd get these rings, and that was great. You can see where your bullets are going. This is, I still got to work on this. This is just showing you that if you're switching to a throwable, that it will go to this point here, and then that's about it. It'll start dropping. So that's sort of to tell you that, hey, whatever you throw isn't going to make it. It's going to go right about there, and that's as far as it, you know, accuracy can go with the user interface before it starts dropping in the air. But with a gun, it will give you the rings, and also I've added this little crosshair. So the crosshair will actually go through the rings and exactly where it's shooting. So the rings sort of help you with distance so that you can gauge just how far you're aiming far out. I'm still working on it, like I said. I'll probably change it to where if you're, like if you've got something here, let me show you here. You got something here where you can clearly see that it's going to hit the board. You don't need the rings behind it. So I was thinking about just making it remove any ring that's further than the hit point, so that there's no confusion, so you don't think, so the player doesn't think that the bullet's going to keep traveling through. Anyway. Also, if you are moving slow with the mech, it matches those that speed. If you're running fast, it looks crazy. But it maintains that a mechanic jerky feel. Let's see. What's next? Went through that. Added 2 ways BattleBots can ragdoll. Okay, so before, if you were to shoot somebody with a rocket or an explosive, they would die the same way. So now, if you shoot someone, they die like you always see, the head pops off, and they fall over, so great visual to know that you got a kill. But if they're hit with an explosive, they'll come apart in a little bit different way. So now it will be head, weapons, torso, and lower half of the body. Just to give the visual that you've hit them. They've exploded and not just been killed. Really doesn't mean anything, I just thought it would be cool. Because I like the way that heads will rest on their body and then fall over. But then I thought it would also be cool to, for them to explode. Yeah! What's next? Changed main player info display text to an Amiga Retro Arcade style. Yes, you can see that. So before, the text was just the default font, I think Arial, I don't even know, didn't care. I like to focus on the main core parts of gameplay before I start making tiny adjustments to anything else, such as like fonts or silly shit that doesn't really affect anything. You know, it just kind of like, I didn't care if it made it look, I don't know, unfinished, unpolished, because a newsflash, it is. Yeah. So anyway, then I would go back after I thought that, okay, you know, let me get to this fucking piece here and I'll fix that and I'll move on to something else. So anyway, I like to, you know, you got to break your work down. You can't just worry about everything all at once or fucking nothing gets done. I'm sure anybody who has taken on a larger project knows exactly that that has to go that way. If you try to do everything at once, nothing gets done. So you got to break things down in parts. If you haven't had a big project, what are you doing with your life? Get yourself into something, so you can stop bringing stupid issues to my attention that don't mean jack shit. Hello, doggy. I heard you barking up there. So anyway, yeah. So now the text has a retro Amiga style look to it. Only for the player names. So like if you go away. I thought I changed something there. Okay, yeah. So just names, just your info basically is what, you know, this where the style will come in. Wherever you type it, wherever you see it, looks nice and retro. Yeah. What's next? Yes. Added resolution scaling to page up and page down keys for machines that are starting to choke on older hardware with all the new stuff in the game. To use, keep pressing page down until you see the resolution start to lower with it. Blah, blah, blah. You can go back up with it. And, yeah. So let me just show you. Because I know you can read. Let's get in the game. So, game on. As you can see, you know, this is actually in 4K, but on YouTube I always just upload the 1080p version. So hopefully this can be seen. All right, so now I'm going to, let me get closer to something. Okay, so if I lower the quality, you can see the shadow just now looks like shit. So if I lower it, what happens is the resolution will cut in half. I don't know if you can see the blockiness of everything. I'll do it again. It'll actually go even further in half. Oh, poopy. It's starting to look dookie. Let me do one more. I think it goes further. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is for people that have older, shittier setups. Where there's just too much geometry and texture data and just, you know, generally just a piece of shit that won't run many things. With this technique, I've found that the game will run with 4 players perfectly fine on any system. I even tested it on a Windows XP laptop that didn't even have a gaming graphics card from literally 20 years ago, and it worked perfectly, flawlessly, 60 frames a second. So anyway, this, I know everything will work like this. So anyway, you press page back up to go through the quality settings and see how now the first it set all the quality back up, and now it's taking the resolution back up. One more. This is probably 720p, 1080, back into 4K. You probably can't see that because you're watching it in 1080p, but it's nice and clear. So yeah, if you're having any problems with your PC running the game with all the different things being added and things happen in the background and all these mechanics and shit, and even though it's low poly, there is a lot of things happening in the background to make this gaming experience fun, and mechanics that aren't seen but are there. So that should fix everything. And that's it for now. Been taking a break from developing the game because I'm getting into other projects, but I will get back into it. The game's on sale right now. That would help me get my attention back on it if I see a spike in sales again, because you know, that's always a good motivation. But anyway, that's it for now, and I hope you're having fun with it still, because we are, and you know, spread the love. See ya.